Welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting on some of the final touches on the Mercedes sound system today. So I'm going to install the RCA cable, the new one that I ordered, which I'm hoping is going to clear up a little bit of light noise that I have. It's very, very light from the tweeter specifically. I'm going to install these Hertz Cento tweeters. So in the box, here's what we've got. Tweeter. There are crossovers included here, but I'm not going to use them because I'm running them as fully active, so I'm crossing them over before my amplifier. So that's really all I'm going to need from the box. And my hope, and this was the plan, is that these will match the size of the factory openings. So let's see what we've got here. Got the two centos. These are, so they make these in a regular version, and then they also make them in an OE version. So the one that I ordered is the OE version. The difference is the regular one has a grill on it. Looks kind of like this. These ones do not, and they are designed to drop into OE pods like I'm dealing with here. So I talked about this a little bit last week when I was working on the installation. I've now been, kind of driving the car around with the sound system for a week and a half, give or take, and it's been good. Swapped out the sub to the Boston Acoustics, trying a couple different options for subs out. So let's remove this. So peel this side back a little bit like that, and then come forward. These unclip, come up. So let's just leave. So this is the Focal tweeter. It's this inverted dome tweeter, and it's just a little harsh. I think there's aluminum behind that, and I don't know, for whatever reason it's kind of bothering me in this car. It didn't really bother me in the GLK, but we'll see. Maybe my tastes are changing in my old age. So here's the Hertz. So it pretty much drops right in. It's not as perfect a fit. Like, it's not friction fit in there kind of the same way that the last one was. Let's see what they gave me, if anything, for mounting materials. Probably nothing. Let's see. Interesting. So there are these rings in here. Let's see if that can help me out. I don't know if it's going to, but we're going to try it. So I think the purpose of this is that I can use this ring, and I can install it on here, and then I can use the adhesive on the other side of it to stick it in here. Interesting. Well, that'll definitely work. Option B is always, you can use, I would use hot glue specifically. Put a little dab like here and here, and then the hot glue will keep it in place, but it can be peeled off later. So I think I'm going to go see if I have a hot glue gun with a little bit of glue in it. I'll be right back. All right, so we got our hot glue. So I have a little hot glue gun, and it had some glitter glue in it, so I got that out. And now we can do this. So What I want to do here is just put a little dot on a couple places. I'm not going to cover it. I just want to kind of keep it still. So there are 4 little dots, just like that, and those will keep it in place. Most importantly, they can be removed. So if I decide to pull this out, I can very easily, I probably won't even have to cut them, but I could cut them with a knife and pull them off, and then I can just use my fingers to you know, kind of roll them off the tweeter and then use the tweeter elsewhere. So I'll do the same exact thing on the other side, even though this ring wasn't incredibly helpful. I'm going to put it on anyway, just so that both sides match. It's always the goal, symmetry. So we'll put this in there, same way. We'll put this in place, same way. And that ring does give a little bit. It's just there isn't a lot of lip on these tweeter pods, so because of that, there isn't a whole lot for it to grab onto. Okay, so that one's glued in now too. So I'm just going to let this dry. I want to take a couple minutes, unplug my glue gun so I don't burn myself. And you know, this is kind of what I'm talking about. So I've got a little bit of glue here on the table. You can just kind of peel it right off, nice and easy. So we used to use hot glue for this type of stuff quite a bit at Sound Solutions. You know, it's simple, it's non-permanent, it's inexpensive, it's available. It's just kind of, it's a good option. You know, alternatively, you use something like epoxy or I don't know, like super glue or something like that, but that just like melts the whole outside of whatever it is that you're trying to glue, and epoxy really isn't removable, and it's just, it's not great, it's not ideal. So this, on the other hand, gives you something that's really not bad to work with. I'm gonna take a moment to clean up the wiring in the door. Remove our focal tweeter. Okay. And then on this side, we will strip the wires. Okay, and then we've got red to red. And black to black. Alright, so we grab a soldering iron here. Just gonna give this a touch, being very careful of the door panel. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Put this back in the door. And we will snap it into place. Like that. We're good to go. So we'll do the other side the exact same way.